So when we first started having clinics, we were at the Next Step Shelter in Kaka'ako, which had a lot of children at that time. Around the holidays, we really felt like we wanted to do something special for them because, being in a shelter for Halloween and Christmas and Easter and all of those things was pretty depressing, even though the kids were pretty happy, but we wanted to do something special for them. So way back then, we started this Angel Tree Project, which has now changed to be called the Giving Tree. And we ask the kids what they want for Christmas, and they fill out these forms and give a wish list, and then we put them on ornaments on a tree at Christmas time. And the students and staff and faculty, and now even just members of the general community, take one or more of the ornaments and then sort of, sponsor one of these kids and gets them their toy, or sometimes, they just ask for school supplies or clothing and things like that. And so they get them their wish, and then our students have a wrapping party and wrap up all the gifts, and then we have delivery days. And so it started with just Next Step Shelter, but now we do it at all of the shelters that we go to that have kids. And so it's grown quite a bit. And because of COVID this year, we couldn't have our regular tree, but it turned out to be really nice. So we had a virtual tree that people could choose their kids and see what their wishes are, and we were able to service even more kids than usual. So we really feel strongly that your well-being is much more than just your medical well-being, and whether you have a disease or a cold or something like that. And so your mental well-being is a huge part of that. And so for these kids, having things that normalize their life is really important and a huge part of their overall growth and wellness. And so we really wanted to be a part of that, to make sure that we could bring a little more normalcy to their lives. And that's why we do Halloween carnivals. That's why we make sure that they have school supplies to go back to school. We give out gifts for Mother's Day that they can give to their moms, so that they, if they talk about those things at school with their friends, like they're just like any other kids. The rapport that we build with our patients and our families is really, really important. And a lot of times our patients actually have insurance, but they don't go to providers because they've had really bad experiences with them in the past or with the healthcare system in general. So establishing that relationship is very important to establishing trust with them. And so by providing extra events like the Christmas event, and providing presents or school supplies for the kids, it really helps to develop that relationship, and they see us as friends and people that really are there to help them, and not just because it's our job or anything like that. And so, sometimes the patients had never come to see us before, and then they get a gift from us, or they get us, a bag of school supplies, and then they find out more about us, and then they start coming to the clinic. So it's really nice. All of our programs that are kind of our non-medical programs, they really help the students to go beyond just medicine and really see the human side of things. And I think they get that at the clinics, they definitely do, but I think it helps them to realize that they're not just patients, right? That they are regular people living lives just like we all do, and they want to celebrate, things the way that housed people do. And so I think it's a special time for them as well. And I am so appreciative of our students because they have really busy schedules, and yet they always make time to participate in events like this. And I think that it really does help them to grow as people, and as they'll grow into better physicians. One story that kind of sticks out to me was we had a teenager who was actually 18, and his Christmas wish was for clothes, and it was for very specific clothes. It was like a long sleeve white shirt and kind of dress pants. When we gave it to him, he told us that the reason he asked for that was that he was applying for jobs and he was going to be going to school, and so he wanted to have a nice outfit for that. And so that really was really special. I just really want to thank everyone because it started off being, just our students and, some of our faculty and staff that would donate to this program. But, it's really been much more widely adopted by the community and, my personal friends and family, and then just kind of the community in general. We've gotten so much support, and when people hear about the program, they're more than willing to, contribute and join in the giving. And it really warms my heart how much support we have from the community for our keiki. So I just want to thank everybody.